Hello again. I'm back. I gave myself the unnerving target of 200 views, and I feel blessed and just humbled to be on the lofty, heighty figure of 222 views. And so I can only thank friends, family, strangers who've taken the time to watch me. Some of the haters have said it was quite boring. A lot of the lovers have said that they appreciated some of the stuff I was talking about. They shared my pain on a few topics and were keen to see more from this middle-aged man. So I've jazzed it up a bit today. I've gone for this. It's a short sleeve shirt. It shows off a slight gunnage, which I think is going to appeal to the whole audience. Can I ask, by the way, that if you do watch this and you've enjoyed it in any way, shape or form, that you like my post, you subscribe. I'm the proud owner of 5 subscribers who feel like a gang. I feel like my little gang, and I don't feel like the leader of the. I'd like to be the leader of the gang, but I think we're all even in the gang. Okay, so that's just to start off with. It's been a whirlwind. I went to Wellington today to see my children's new school, and I walked in, and it just felt like, there's that guy from YouTube. It wasn't. It was nothing like that. Michelle, my wife, just poured scorn on that and said, "Don't be ridiculous." But just for me to have the idea that it might be, I know this enjoying celebrity is quite sad for a lot of people, but I would love it. I'd love these white teeth and these yellow teeth and this strangely average face and head to be slightly famous. What about this, by the way? Is this okay? I'm wearing a pair of cheap sunglasses on the top of my head, a la something like The Breakfast Club or something out of the Goonies. Is this okay nowadays? I'm going to take them off because looking at myself in the video, it doesn't look okay. And as I take them off, once again, 1 or 2 flakes of dry skin fall down sort of in an avalanche form before my eyes, and that worries me. But anyway, a couple of issues I wanted to talk about today in terms of my middle-agedness. I don't know whether it's okay for me to say dude. It was an issue that was bothering me this morning. I was talking to my son, my youngest, George, about it, and he has a friend who's recently begun the phase, I think we've all been through, of calling everyone dude. And I called George dude this morning as a retort to George, and he didn't like it. He rebelled, and he looked at me as though I was the man I fear I'm becoming, and I shouldn't be using these kind of words. I went from dude to duder, and you're the dudist. Is that okay to expand on these when you're my age, or does it sound ridiculous? I think it sounds ridiculous. The next thing I wanted to talk about with people, generally men of my age, I'm shaving areas that I didn't used to shave. So, for instance, I shave this little bit here, under where my tie knot would be. I read not so long ago, well, I read quite a while ago, that when Ronan Keating released an album, and the cover, it was a head and shoulder shot of Ronan Keating, an aesthetically pleasing man. I can recognise is it okay for me to recognise the attractiveness of men? A lot of people, for instance, when I was in a youth football team, I was voted player most likely to be gay. I took that as the compliment that I think it is, but I've always been able to see, I think, when a man is attractive. And when I talk about it too much, like I probably am now, I often get mocked for the camp nature of me. I'm perfectly comfortable with my sexuality, but if I see a good-looking man, Jonny Depp, for instance, not a Brad Pitt man, but Jonny Depp has always tickled my fancy. I can see it. I think Jonny Depp, I'd like to look like Jonny Depp. I wouldn't like to be Jonny Depp because he can be a bit of a moron sometimes, but fantastic actor. Is it okay to find men attractive in that sense? I'm hoping it is. Someone just saw me doing this in the car, which I can live with that. Now I've been doing it a while. I've done 2. I'm used to that. That's just, I'm going to have to get used to that now in my new life. Back to this. Sorry, I've started shaving this bit because when Ronan Keating released his album in America, they made him airbrush this bit out because the American audience don't find this little bit of tufty hair that sticks out of your shirt attractive. I shave that now. Is that okay? And also I have a patch at the bottom of my neck, which I will also shave. It's an odd one. So if you're wearing a vest, I can get away with a vest nowadays. I've got the body. It did a little muscle tense when I said that. Then it's quite sad. I've got the classic middle-aged crisis tattoo. I've got some more, but this is the only one that's peeking out at the moment. So I'm shaving this up here. I'm shaving this here. I've actually recently shaved my chest. That was the most difficult decision to make. I was teetering on the brink. Shall I not? I didn't go full skin shave, but I've gone a grade, with no clipper on. So a very light stubble effect it gives, and I'm wondering if that's seen as too much manscaping. Is manscaping going a bit crazy, and am I getting involved in the trend too much? But I like it. And then ironically, I haven't shaved my face, so what's that saying about me? I'm shaving my back, the top of my back. I don't get those weird gorilla patches on each shoulder. Some people do. I can only pity them unless they like them, in which case, fair play to you. Release those gorilla shoulder hair patches. But yeah, I've done chest. I get quite a hairy bum. I haven't shaved my bum, but when it grew back, would that stick out? Would it make it painful to sit down? But I have quite hairy cheekage on my bum.